so I'm gonna go second. If you want to say what you read, because this is like a banner in 2 weeks for me with comics. I don't think I've ever read this much. What's up? What's happening?
Not much.
Number 5, CBBC number 5.
CBBC, yeah. Comic Book Club, number 5. Welcome,
the
everyone.
Hypest show on Earth.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, I don't know about you. I read a ton, so I'm gonna go second. If you want to say what you read, because this is like a banner in 2 weeks for me with comics. I don't think I've ever read this much.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, see the CBC number 5. I guess should we say? Yeah. I feel like we should let people know what we're covering first. This number 5 we're gonna cover. Coffin Bound number 1. Who
is Image. And it's
Image,
Dan Waters and Dani.
And Dani.
Dan Waters, wrote it, and Dani drew it.
Yeah, and then Manor Black number 1 as well.
With Cullen Bunn and Tyler Crook, and that's by Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. So. Yeah. But as always, we'll just kick it off with what we read. I actually read a bunch too this week. I read. Well, I'm current with the whole X shit. Powers of X number 3. Yeah. 2, 3. I guess not quite current because House of X came out yesterday, right?
Yesterday, and I'm probably going to try to read that tonight, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's one of those that I don't sit on top of very long. Like, it drops, I usually read it within a day or two.
Right. Yeah, it's so good. That stuff is so good. The House of X, Powers of X, we did number 1. I almost feel like we're going to have to do the final issue as well.
Yes.
Like, what, number 6? Or is it number 6?
Yeah,
6 each. So,
and then New Mutants is coming. All the X titles that are coming out are going to be great. New Mutants, Excalibur, all that.
Can't wait. All that stuff is great right now. Other than that, I read a couple Gwen Stacy books.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Ghost Spider number 1 and Gwenpool Strikes Back number 1. They're both Gwen from different universes, I believe.
Yes. Ghost Spider is that Infinity Warp one.
Yeah. Yep. They're both in the MCU now. And I like Ghost Spider more. I think Ghost Spider is pretty good. It's kind of more of a premise than spoilers. It's Gwen is apparently in her universe in previous comics was I guess it is kind of spoilers, yeah. But
well, I mean, it happened a while back. It was the Infinity War thing where they combined 2 people into one, right?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, but it's good. Basically, she's going back and forth. She can go back and forth between both universes.
Oh, maybe it's not the one I'm thinking of.
So she jumps back and forth for various reasons, but it's really good. It's like her civilian life and superhero life. She's hanging out with Spider-Man and stuff in our universe, and she's in a rock band in her universe, and they're all mad at her for missing practice because she's in our Earth, and it's really I liked it. I also read up to current. I'm current on Guardians of the Galaxy number 8.
Oh,
that was pretty.
That one broke
brutal.
my heart. Yeah. Just broke my freaking heart in half.
Yeah. If you haven't read it yet, people read Guardians of the Galaxy. really good stuff.
Yep.
Got up to current on the Fantastic Four. I think
That one's great
12,
also.
12 or 13 issues. Yep, still really good. Jane Foster Valkyrie,
Oh,
1 and 2.
that's the surprise, the sleeper hit for me, dude.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't think like, I was like, it's probably gonna be okay. I haven't been the biggest fan of Jason Aaron recently, but man, like even number 2 that I read this week, it was just killer. Freaking
Yeah,
awesome.
really good. Yeah, totally awesome. Definitely digging that.
Bullseye was great in it.
Yeah, Bullseye was awesome. Yeah. Was not expecting that.
I know.
That's
That's wild.
totally awesome. I read Ms. Marvel #1, which is really good. I like that. I read. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I read her last series, like her first official series, and I really liked it. And I hadn't read any of the current stuff, so I read the first issue of that, and
it's up and down. The last one I just read was pretty good. It's the stuff with her family is good. The interactions with her family I like. Some of it is a little hokey at times, but some of it's really good. I mean, he's a good writer, so.
Yeah, I liked it. And then Venom, I'm like through issue #4, I think, in Venom.
Oh, yeah.
And at this point, I want to get current with that before we're going to do Absolute Carnage 2 on our next episode. I kind of want to get current with Venom because they definitely seem to intertwine.
Yes.
Like, I read Absolute Carnage 1, and then I started reading Venom, and I was like, oh, shit. Like,
you see what I'm talking about with Venom when I mentioned that when I first was when I was advocating for it, when it first came out, that it's like it's like borderline horror, like The Thing or something. Like, it's just so different than.
Yeah, totally. It's like sci-fi horror, which is not usually what Venom is.
Right.
Like, he's usually just Spider-Man's villain or whatever, or
so good.
Just the suit. They never talk about what the suit really is, and it has
Stegman,
awesome.
Ryan Stegman's great. His art is fantastic.
Yeah, art is really fantastic. Totally.
Yeah.
Super into Venom. And then I think that was about all I read besides our normal books.
Nice. I read too much to really get into, but I want to highlight just a few of the books. I've been reading Criminal, the new Criminal series, and you know how I feel about Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I just love that team so much, and the stories are just so hardcore and bitter and just like brutal. Just it's just real people, it's awesome. I love Criminal, and this one's probably the best run of it thus far. They just seem to get better and better as a team, I read Silver Surfer Black #3. Which,
I read that.
God damn, it's so good, man. So good. Donny Cates is just untouchable right now.
That goes with Venom and Carnage too. Like, they're all he's kind of almost building his own little universe, it seems like. With all those books, they're kind of intertwined with each other, which is
seems like
cool.
Noel's just involved in everything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a fantastic villain, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I read Catwoman 13-14. I read Second Coming. So I wanted to talk real quick about the highlights of my week have been comedy books, which is not normal for me, but there's some that are on the market right now that are so fucking funny. One of them is Mark Russell's like one of the best out there, and he has 2 of them. He has at least 2. He might have more than that, but he's doing the Wonder Twins for DC. And that is super funny. And then Second Coming is the controversial one about Jesus with the superhero. Um, I read number 2 of that, and it's so good, man. It's just so good.
I should read that. I need to write that down.
It's both funny and poignant and super witty and very dry and like, it actually, you would expect it to be controversial, like it sticking the finger to religion or whatever, and it doesn't do that. Like Jesus is kind of just how you would expect. He's like super nice. He's friendly. It's the superhero that he's with that's the asshole, and he's like trying to talk him out of being such an asshole to people, and it's it's great. It's so good, man.
Sounds awesome. I'm gonna read that for sure.
Yeah, and then my other highlight is Blade Runner 2019, which is awesome. I mean, if you like the movies, absolutely get the comic because it's in that world. It has the same, none of the same characters, but the same, basically the themes, storylines. It's set much earlier, 30 years or whatever. So the 2019 that exists in that book is not the same as ours. Like they're much further advanced as a society than we are. But it's fantastic, man.
Who's the publisher?
Man, I want to say it's IDW, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Blade Runner 2019 comic is, maybe it's Titan? Yeah, Titan Comics.
Really?
Which I know nothing about.
Yeah, me neither.
The only reason I got it is because how much I love Blade Runner, and it did not disappoint. It's really good.
Nice.
And particularly I know you like strong anime females. She's like a cop that's got like a cybernetic brace for her bad spine, and she's just fucking hardcore, and it's good, man. It's really good.
All right, I'll have to check that out too.
Yeah, and then I think that's it. I mean, I read a few compendiums. I read 100 Bullets book 3, which is good. It's very long though. Like you have to be in for the long haul with that book.
Yeah.
And then Swamp Thing Volume 3, the Alan Moore run, and that's just one of the best comics of all time. I got to put it up there with like Sandman and Saga. It's just it's like literature. I mean, it's not, it's in comic book format, but it's absolutely just way above what you read normally in comics. It's different level, It's legendary.
Yeah, I need to read that. Nate was talking about it. He's about to read that too. So,
yeah. I think he has a pretty long run because there's at least another volume. So there's at least 4 volumes just of Alan Moore on Swamp Thing, which is a lot. But
yeah,
it's good, man. It's really good.
Yeah.
Dark as hell.
For sure.
Well, cool. So I guess you want to jump into Coffin Bound number 1?
Sure.
Cool. So Coffin Bound number 1 is Image Comics. The author is Dan Waters. The artist is Dani. And a brief summary, I just listed this from Comic Book Roundup. Cars, guns, entropy. Chased by an unstoppable killer, Izzy Tyburn has decided that if the world won't have her in it, it can have nothing of her at all. She's retreading her life, leaving nothing but burned rubber, ash, and the sun-scorched bones of those who get in her way.
Yeah. It doesn't even really capture it very well. That makes it sound like a normal comic.
Right. No, it's way above. It's like the language is super highbrow.
Yeah.
It starts. I feel like it starts off like that. Like for me, the first half of the book was way better than from the strip scene on. It got so freeform and kind of loose that I had a hard time like kind of grasping on to what to follow, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because I loved the way it started off. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna dig this.
Yeah.
And then as it went on, I was like, I don't know.
Really, I liked it all. I thought it was cool with the fucked up strip scene. The whole book is pretty fucked up.
The strip scene's great.
But
strip scene's great.
Yeah,
taking her skin off is awesome.
Yeah, ripping her skin off, and then the guy like she can regrow it and stuff, and then like I don't know if they're humans. All the like people and like the vulture thing's cool. It's like a machine with the bone head. Like I really liked all the characters in it. Like even the pimp guy, he was pretty cool until the Earth Eater got him. And Earth Eater is pretty badass.
Yes, solid villain. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all of it pretty much. I liked how weird and just kind of fucked up it was, and I liked the art style and.
I dig the art. I love the colors in it. The colors are great. I love the tone established. For some reason, the second half of the book I had trouble with, but I mean, I wouldn't mind giving it another shot.
Yeah.
Second issue on. But I did like how sly, sort of witty and dry the language was. I mean, the dude is a solid writer because I was curious about some of the words that he used.
Yeah, pretty good. And there's obviously, it seems like there's more going on that's going to be explained, like when the pimp from the strip club or whatever confronted Earth Eater. He said that he hired him, and he said, "I'm just a vessel." And what the fuck was he talking about? And then Earth Eater just killed him, so who knows if we'll even find out. But
can't fuck with Earth Eater, man.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah,
it was good though. Yeah, I liked it.
I'll check out number 2 and see.
Yeah, I'll definitely check out number 2.
Cool.
What'd you think of Manor Black?
Manor Black number 1. It's writer Cullen Bunn, artist Tyler. Oh, what? No. Artist Tyler Crook, publisher Dark Horse. A brief summary for people that haven't read it. Gothic horror fantasy about. I think Porter read this out last time. Gothic horror fantasy about a family of sorcerers in crisis. Roman Black is the moribund patriarch of a family of powerful sorcerers. As his wicked and corrupt children fight over who will take the reins of Manor Black and become representative of the Black Arts, Roman adopts a young mage who he gives with powers with the hope that someone good will take his place against the evil forces out to bring down his family and legacy. It's a lot.
It's more than what happened in the first issue.
Yeah. No, totally. You're right. I thought it was okay. I liked it. I thought it was very middle of the road for me. The scene that stuck out that I really enjoyed was the cop lighting on fire, and everybody like, whoa.
Yeah, for sure.
To me, that was the highlight of the book, easily. Just because I didn't see that coming, and
yeah, totally.
Some of these, it's hard, with number 1s to.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Yeah, to get into the rhythm of it until you read a few issues in, because they're just establishing the characters. You don't have a history with them, I don't know. What'd you think?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, it seemed like there was some cool stuff going on. I mean, that description kind of says more than the first issue did. All we kind of saw is, the Manor Black guy's son wanted to be his heir, and then he went down to the crypt and talked to the dead people, and then he made blood come out of his hand, and then like that kid ran up to him at the end of it. So yeah, you really don't know the premise or what all is happening. You don't know the characters, so it's hard to be super into it. But it seemed like it could be cool, but
it could be. Yeah.
I would. It definitely wasn't bad, you know. But
no, it wasn't bad.
I just didn't catch me right away. I don't know if I'll get number 2, to be honest, unless it's like, unless a lot of people start talking about it or something.
I feel that way about most of Cullen Bunn's stuff. I mean, I think he did Bone Parish, and I thought I was okay with that. It doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't club me over the head. I mean, I feel like Coffin Bound has a lot more potential just because of how out there it is with the characters, you know?
Yeah, it's like, more my style of book to Coffin Bound.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The art in Manor Black was really good, but definitely different than most comic art. You know, I don't know if I really liked it, to be honest. It was good, but
it was okay. It fit the tone of the book, I guess. But I feel like if they had taken the art to the next level on it, it might have enhanced the story more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but say la vie, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's our 2 books. I think next session for CBB 6, we'll do Absolute Carnage #2, which is one of the big storylines in Marvel right now. Everybody's favorite writer, Donny Cates.
Yeah, pretty much guarantee we're gonna like that. I love #1. So.
Absolutely. I'm struggling to find a book that he's written that I haven't liked.
Yeah, same.
Like, even when it's not amazing, it's still, like, at a very minimum, solidly great.
Yeah, I think he's my favorite writer right now.
He's definitely up there, dude. Him and I think Hickman is probably my favorite. That's actually, I guess, in the last month. I mean, if we're bringing Brian K. Vaughan into
that's what I was just gonna say. We're not talking BKB and stuff here.
Yeah. But if we're talking like the last month or so, I feel like Donnie's been on a roll just because of how prolific he is.
Yeah.
The series that he's doing, the 3 or 4. And then I just got Baby Teeth also, and that's one of his independent. That's his Image. I think it's Image. That's like it's I think a horror book about the child of Satan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's him. He does a bunch of stuff, man. He does Redneck also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a lot out there. I don't know how he works that much, but and then Ryan Stegman does the art for Absolute Carnage #2, which is amazing. I mean, it's just perfect for the book. And then for our independent book, we're gonna do another one that's gotten a lot of buzz, which is Once and Future, which is Kieron Gillen. Dan Mora is the artist, and it is, who is it? IDW? Boom Studios. Sorry, Boom. Yeah, Boom Studios. Which has to do with Excalibur and Arthurian legend, but in a modern setting. And Kieron Gillen's always got some solid stuff. He's coming off the heels of Die, so very popular. A lot of people are talking about it, so we'll check it out and let y'all know what you think. If y'all want to read it along with us and meet us back here, let us know what you think. We'll see y'all then.
Yeah. See you next time.
See you next time.
Later.